I'm Jeremy Fernandez. I'm a broadcaster with the ABC.
I host a TV show that like 1 million or so people watch.
I now practice as a barrister out of London, doing human rights work around the world.
What public education does is it gives it's like a level playing field. It basically says all of you can do anything.
It was Miss Fitzgerald that really inspired my interest in the world and in languages and in travel. Through studying with her, I had the opportunity to travel to Indonesia, which was my first big trip overseas on my own. It opened my eyes. It inspired in me a passion for Indonesia, for human rights, for cross-cultural learning.
At the age of 13, I had this chemistry teacher, Ms. Griffiths, who took me under her wing, and I knew I had someone I could trust who wouldn't see me as stupid and who would see me as capable.
My whole school experience changed when I went into an OC class because you were celebrated for being smart. But just to be encouraged for being intelligent was a really big deal.
Miss Fitzgerald was so important in terms of what she opened my eyes to. My parents couldn't afford for me to go to expensive schools, and I got a quality education that gave me the start that I needed to become a lawyer and to do the work that I do in the world.
I was told along the way many times, you're barking up the wrong tree. People who look like you and sound like you don't end up on TV or the radio. I knew I wanted to be something, to do something impactful in the world. She believed that I could do well at something and that I just needed a little push.
I was bullied for being smart, which is kind of hilarious when you consider I was born without a right foot. But for me, the end game was always to do comedy, to be a comedian and to make people laugh. I think it was the school vice captain, and he went, "Do you want to make the speech?" "I really don't want to." And I was like, "I will totally make that speech." And I reckon that was my first ever comedy routine.
From public education, I've gone on to work on the world stage, become one of the youngest women to address the International Court of Justice on human rights issues, standing on the steps of the Royal Courts of Justice with Julian Assange, having got him out of prison.
I love that I get to do a TV show that like 1 million or so people watch. I'm not sure that there's anything that will give me as much joy.
I still pinch myself almost every day. This was never meant to be possible.
Every single child in this country deserves a quality education and an equal education that gives them equal opportunities. And the Australian public education system is so important in ensuring an egalitarian and just society, which is why it's so important we protect it.